Well, I don't know about you, but I'm scared.
Of,
Madge Arwell.
I mean, I don't fear her so much as pity her.
Oh, this is a new emotion. It is not registered in my vocabulary bank.
She is afflicted.
By.
She has a curse.
So you're now saying it's not really Madge's fault?
Well, no, I am saying it's her fault
Right.
because she knows that everything she touches turns to shit.
Yeah.
So she should remove herself from the equation. The fact that she chooses not to do so indicates a malevolence that cannot be computed.
I think you're right. I think you make a fair point. Hello there. Welcome to Two Fan Dinosaurs. Yeah, this is what you're going to get. Quite frankly.
Kevin.
That's Kevin, is it?
Yes.
At least it's not Colin. That's nice. We like Kevin. I looked at that and thought that was a very good little model. Right, now, hang on, things. First of all, a plea. If anybody out there is able to get hold of any of the Day of the Dalek sets, get in touch with me. I am desperate for those grey Daleks. Secondly, this is not a picture-in-picture reaction. This is two old idiots who've seen this before. We can't have picture-in-picture because of sound issues and copyright and this, that and the other. And for this one, I'm particularly annoyed about it because the performances are rather good. Basically, this is a play-along at home job. Hit play on the DVD when we hit play. We're both watching this on BritBox UK. We've skipped the BritBox logo coming up, and basically our little starter button is at 0000000. Right, that's the main facts. I think. Not bad. What story are we watching tonight?
There is some death,
Right.
and there may be some robots.
Could the two be connected?
There could be the death of robots.
Right. Okay. This is good. This is taking the script somewhere else.
Or let's twist that on its head. Let's call it the robots of death.
So what you're saying is these robots are actually agents of the anthropomorphization of death.
If you choose to look at it that way.
I'm glad you didn't say, well, if you choose to say it like that. Anyway, yeah, robots of death. We love this. It's Andrew's favourite Doctor Who story. So we're going to watch it. And we're going to make comments. And hopefully you'll play along at home. Don't expect any sense, though. That's all I'm saying. Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Instructions are, I will say 3, 2, 1, go. And on go, hit your play button on the DVD. All right? Here we go then. 3, 2, 1, go.
Doctor Who theme.
Apparently, yes. Remember, we've got the subtitles up. And BritBox has an interesting track record with subtitles.
I mean, you say interesting. It more just weird. It's a very clean title sequence this time round.
Yes. Apparently this might be scary for younger children.
Oh, look, rocks.
It's a good opening, though. Dudley's music, even though I can't hear it.
Just very convenient, those rocks all falling on cue, isn't it?
Builds up. It's like some, I don't know, visual effects designer was pushing something. Just out of sight. It is. It's not bad.
Is this Storm Mine 7?
Could be.
Was it Storm Mine 7?
Storm Mine 7? That's a great shot.
It is. That's very well done. Gives you an idea of the scale.
That's interesting. The robots are now being listed on the subtitles by name.
Cool. I love the way that they did this with all the robots moving in a perfect kind of time, like to a metronome.
Yep. And here come the the cast.
It's Travis.
The word. I'm sorry. Gosh, he's very cool.
Aldor City.
Yes, this is the only Doctor Who story that connects with the Blake Seven universe.
I like the interaction between the crew here.
Yeah,
this is a very good scene at setting up.
Yep.
The fact that they're rubbing against each other slightly.
Yeah, they've been stuck there. What, 2 years is it?
Yeah.
Stuck in this space with each other. They don't really like each other.
No, it's a convenience thing. It's not a friendship. And of course, we've got Pamela Salem. I love Pamela Salem.
And of course, we have Russell Hunter as Ivanov, giving a performance no one would have believed if they'd just seen him in Callan. What an actor he was.
There's many reasons I love this story. It's the whole kind of Art Deco feel of it. It's the makeup that the people are wearing.
It's designed. It's all the departments just came together perfectly for this.
Absolutely, in every single way. And in a minute, they put on weird kind of almost ceremonial.
It's their storm chasing gear.
Yeah. What's that all about?
It's a square blue box flying mysteriously through that area of thing called space and time, and someone's trying to do the magic.
And in a minute, we have I remember watching this when it first went out with the Doctor's explanation of the boxes.
I had to give a talk. It was in the second year, I think it was. And the English teacher, you all had to talk about something you liked. And so I talked about Doctor Who. And then someone asked, how's it bigger on the inside than the outside? And I used this.
And what did they say?
They didn't really. They just looked at me pitifully.
That's silly.
No, they were like that a lot.
Because inside and outside are not in the same dimension.
I do not get why people love this control room so much. For a start, the round things are lined up nicely. That's never a good sign, to be fair.
Do you not like the secondary control room?
I think it's overrated.
I know it got mouldy in storage.
I mean, it's far too stationary.
It matches the style of this story, though.
Oh, well, it matches season 14, to be fair. But there's just something... Oh, TARDIS whooshing. That's what they've decided it is, by the way. Please note, TARDIS fades in one, not pulsing in. I'm having a discussion about that. Oh, look, metal.
Rocks.
Oh, yes, the first time we had the sliding doors, wasn't it, on the big CSO scanner?
How can we be inside something metal?
Boxes in boxes, Leela.
Yeah.
I just told you. Fair dues, they got rid of the opening TARDIS doors directly onto the set that's supposed to be outside the TARDIS.
Yeah. This is the kind of the Rani's TARDIS reminds me of this.
A little, yes. Ah, the scarf. The scarf will be important.
And never carry weapons.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
Yep. Definitely, probably not. I should have looked at the coats on the hat stand. The Newbury box. It's the box
which I am pleased to say does look like a concrete construction rather than this, it's a wooden box. No, it's not a wooden box.
She always did. She always was our text, basically, to give the impression of it being made of concrete.
Yeah.
And then the new series, Kev. That's a beautiful wooden box. Look at the grain in that.
Yeah,
there we
the
go.
grain is very pronounced.
There we go. He's got his peacock hat on.
This is a lovely set as well. Multi-tiered set.
Yep.
What is with those hats?
I would like a hat like that.
Did the concept of a sand miner come from another science fiction story, like many things, or was this?
Couldn't possibly comment on that. Do you know what the definition of twos is?
Go on.
1 less than threes.
That's brilliant.
Thank you. She's blowing Tilda. What?
Traces of Lucanol.
That's what they make Lucozade out of.
Yeah.
Dum 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 dum.
Yeah.
Dum, dum. I can't hear it. Oh, Chubb.
Poor man. Where in the Seven Suns is that robot?
Right, we know that Seven Suns involved somewhere.
Yeah.
Because that phrase is not a random phrase you come out with.
No.
That's just a phrase that people say. Therefore, it is based on something. Get the instrument package,
his
please.
eyes look a bit funny.
Oh, it's CSO.
Yeah. Get on with it then.
But their makeup,
Electronic moron.
The humans' makeup does mimic the robots as well.
Well, I rather think that the robots have been designed in the humans' image. So
with this
is obviously a stylistic. Sorry?
Yeah. With the makeup, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I wonder if anybody just then heard a cry.
Screaming.
Oh, that's not a cry. Great use of set design there.
Yeah.
To give more space than there really is. That was a brave move for that guy, walking down those steps without looking.
Yeah. B-32.
I wonder what that obstruction could be. I asked merely for information. Ah, the brown coat. That'll stay with him till Sharda, that will.
It must come under great pressure. What must? Whatever it is they fill it up with.
Oh, this is just so good. Model shot! Model shot incoming!
Yeah. It's not a bad one, though.
No, I don't say it is.
Matches up with the set nicely.
Yep. I say they all gelled brilliantly, the departments this time round. I honestly can't. I have a lot of difficulty finding a weak link, except for the continuity department.
Example?
I will show you the example when it occurs.
Okay.
Right. Once seen, it cannot be unseen, though.
Borg. Not the Borg.
Crimos. Sorry.
It's interesting, though, that the robots still need to interact with the equipment the way a human would.
Yes. Rather than having an automated system they could just
plug into or
switch to manual for when the humans.
Yeah.
Ooh, this time. What could that mean?
Yeah, well, you
Said with
see,
such venom.
like all good Agatha Christie style plots, there are red herrings, and there are what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't
Everybody
know.
has a motive for different things.
Yes. Well, why they be fish? I've no idea. That's interesting. Sand miner isn't actually moving.
Uh, ever so slightly. If you look at the bottom of the grill, it's unless it. Actually, no, it's not moving. I think that's just a compositing error.
Well, that's not going to be very good, is it?
No.
Doom diddle doom diddle dum. Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
What are you gonna do now?
Well, nothing. Go on, turn you back in the open again. Go on. Paul has a very dark sense of humour.
He does, yeah. But we kind of learn why.
Yes.
Presumably seen this many times.
Well,
Yeah.
the screams stopped. It's a jammy dodger. No, it's not.
This is the genius piece of plotting. There must be trees on the planet. All those boxes are made of wood. Pool. Why is it Pool and not Powell? I always said it Powell in my head when I read the book.
I was always Paul. So I'm trying to think about the wooden thing at the moment. It's a creepy mechanical man. Here he is, our hero.
Yep. Yep. So, yeah. Spoilers, everybody. D84, he's a super Voc, isn't he?
Yes, a very
Not
special
just a Voc.
very special super Voc.
Yeah.
One designed for for intelligence work, for undercover work, etc. And with special investigative skills.
And a sense of humour.
And a sense of poetry. You can take your hats off now, loves.
Yeah, exactly. There's something about him I don't trust.
No?
No.
Bit too cool, do you think, in the face of danger? Here we go. A little bit more world building.
Yeah. That's the thing as well. Is there's just so much behind this that isn't that is just briefly touched upon.
But it just helps shape that place.
Yeah.
But I'm still puzzling about the whole tree thing.
I can only assume the whole planet isn't a desert. Our whole planet isn't a desert.
Yet. What is Dask's
It's never
job?
occurred to me. Is that a wig?
If it is, it's quite a good one.
What about that one?
No, I reckon that's David Collins' own hair.
Okay.
Possibly.
That's not.
No.
And there's one
Marked
of those
for
red
death.
herrings.
Oh dear. That's never good.
No.
Meanwhile, back in the command centre.
The robots are doing a rubbish job of chasing the storm.
Yeah, they've
Oh,
got the
here we
instinct
go,
for it.
though.
Full crew alert.
Top
Full
brass
crew
on
alert.
deck.
Yep, SV7's here.
Oh, 4. Where did I get 7 from?
I don't know.
Did I get that from the Cawdor City stuff, do you think?
I don't know. I've not listened to it. Right, what's missing from this scene?
Big coat.
Nope.
Scarf.
Yes. They forgot to put his scarf on.
Oh, dear. Well, maybe it was temporarily confiscated by a robot.
Arrest the scarf.
Yes.
Surface of this planet is a sea of sand.
Okay.
What's that Vok doing?
So it must be part of a conglomeration of planets then.
Well, that's what I'm thinking about. I was thinking maybe the wooden crates were imported in or something. That is a 70s sofa.
It is. That's a conversation pit.
Yes.
They were all the rage.
They were.
Those microphone thingies sticking up on the desk, weren't they in the Green Death?
I would now need to look at them again. Please stay here.
What were you doing in the scoop?
Have you seen a scarf anywhere? I command. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for saving our lives.
You don't know, do you?
Trying to get out. Sorry, we're going just a little bit. This is one of these ones I've watched a lot of times.
Yeah.
I've got to watch Curse of Fenric at some stage. Might leave that till tomorrow.
Those things. Weren't they on a desk in the Green Death or something?
Oh, I don't know, love. This means going back and watching the Green Death. What's he doing, the little scout? Uh-huh.
It's interesting, though, that for what is basically like an oil rig on wheels, they have made some semblance of making it look nice inside.
Yeah, I mean, basically, that's the whole thing. The robots do all the work. The humans have to be transported in comfort. It reminds me a lot of Mordrin's ship, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
Built for eternity.
And the kind of stripy walls in the corridors have always reminded me of Egyptian architecture for some reason.
Okay, I cannot comment on that, but if you say so. I have to admit, a dull orange like that makes it look like a bit of a dodgy bistro.
See. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
He's still very calm back there, isn't he? Ended up playing the Celestial Toymaker, I think. For Big Finish, David Bailey.
The other interesting thing is Ivanov's got a communicator on his wrist. Other people have it on a badge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look what's returned.
Well, he's obviously found it in the corridor where the robots left it.
Well, quite, yes.
I'm not seeing a problem here.
Right, yeah. I've got that scarf. It's the easiest one to wear.
Don't look under there.
Uh-huh.
No.
Dun, dun,
Oh, you've done it now.
I know the looks of death, Doctor.
I like this.
Yep,
I
that's
like the
another
shot.
good shot.
Yeah. Doctor's happy now. He's found the TARDIS.
Yeah.
He can carry on now. Ah.
Now.
I sense a cliffhanger.
So there's obviously some form of transparent protection there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I'm on film. Where is my...
That's an ever-ready torch if ever I saw one.
Oh, yes. Oh my gods!
Who in the Seven Suns is that?
The 9 galaxies, surely.
Door
rattles.
That's the shield that we saw.
And now what's a cork?
Yes.
Shatner had it easy. He just had tribbles. Oh dear, there goes Nick Briggs.
I think you'll find there's a lot of impurities in that chamber now.
Well, it's full of cork. I sense a cliffhanger coming up.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, interesting. Crossfade into it. Please notice we're on the silver end titles. Right.
Yep.
Stop it there. We hope you enjoyed that, but we're moving on to the next episode. What do you make of that first one?
I mean, it's a classic. It can't be beat. Cannot be beat.
I'd say.
A lot of stuff going on there. You know.
Hang on, things have just...
Right. Just resetting now.
There we go. Yeah, we've just got to reset it to get rid of the
I mean,
thingy.
you've got a murder mystery in a house, essentially, but it's in a science fiction future in a realistic environment with lots of kind of conflict going on.
Yep.
And lots of tension in the air, and you know, I can't fault it.
No. I'm with you on that. I can't. I mean, it's just his second story. He got asked to do Face of Evil, and immediately got asked to do this as well. And it's 2 stories in a row written by Chris Boucher.
He is an amazing writer. He wrote a lot of the best Blake Seven.
Yeah.
He created Star Cops, one of my favourite series.
And I got to admit, I do wish he hadn't. I wish he'd taken over from David Maloney producing Blake Seven rather than Dia Via Lorimer.
Yeah. I think we could have ended up with a much darker Series 4, but a much more complex one.
But we're not allowed to talk about this on this. As for the Flashing Blade and for the future. Oh, I'm old. Have I mentioned this?
We wouldn't have got that disco end theme either in Blake 7.
I never quite understand why they did that.
No.
To be honest with you, we'll give it a 3/4 beat instead. Anyway, yeah. Again, another plea for the the Day of the Daleks sets. Hi. I'll just take the grey ones off you if you like, and keep the gold ones. Just. It's my
the gold ones are the valuable ones. You can keep those.
Yes. Because they're made of gold.
You don't want those dowdy old grey ones.
No.
We'll take them off your hands.
Yes, I will. Yes, I'm desperate for these. They are... How do I put this? I have memories of Day of the Daleks, sort of. but my first proper memories of the Daleks, of Planet of the Daleks, and those, it was in black and white, all of it, because I had black and white telly, and it just sold them to me. They were the scariest thing you could possibly imagine. I want to try and actually, for these, I actually want to try and build up some sort of what scenario?
Diorama.
Thank you. Yes, that is exactly the word I was after. Yes. So, part 2. What do you think's going to happen in part 2?
I think what's going to happen is the Doctor suffocates and Leela gets executed, and that's the end of the series.
And very possibly, well, the end of human life on that planet.
Yeah, but that's that planet. I don't care. I'm not there.
And it is in the future,
Yeah.
to be fair. So one of you will be. At some stage. You're like Doom. You just download your consciousness into a new form. I don't know. Right. So, once again, we're right at the start of the title sequence. We've got rid of the BritBox logo, and we're essentially ready to go again. So, when you're ready, I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. Except my mouse has decided not to work.
I am ready for your command.
Okay. And then just hit your play on the DVD button. 3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh, Doctor Who theme.
Again? They did understand why they put the big blue light on top of that.
No, it does look a bit odd.
Now, you see, that's a gentler colour than I remember it being from Destiny. Ah, the diamond logo, of which I'm worthy.
You are.
I am. I know, because I have a T-shirt with it on.
I always, with that title sequence, I always used to worry about what was at the end of the tunnel.
Normally one would say an oncoming tube, but in this case, no, because it's just darkness.
I always assumed it was like, I must have got this from Planet of the Spiders. I must have assumed it was like a giant spider or something, you know?
No, fair enough. I discovered my arachnophobia predates Planet of the Spiders, so I can't blame that. Just a case of piecing out where I was living, what was happening to the building at the time, and when things were.
Where do you get several tons of cork from?
There's
Ireland,
literally a whole place called Cork.
Yeah, it must be made of it. With the cork mines.
Yes. Got Jambatty mines up in Blackpool. Well, Monty Ash. More Liverpudlian than anything else. Hexachromite. It works brilliantly on robotic life forms.
Just thinking about this as well, they did very well in getting actors of similar heights for the robots.
Yes. I mean, look at our Simon in the Five Doctors. They ended up having to use Welsh nationals, and they were a little bit shorter, so they got put up on a hill.
I mean, with Cybermen, you could almost understand it because they are converted humans.
Yes, you can.
Almost understand it.
Almost. But the legs and arms I would assume, just be of a standard size.
Yeah. So let's move on.
It's just the torso. You see, he's looking tired there. Nice piece of acting.
He just wants to get on with his job.
Money.
It's the profit motive.
Plus, he's just old and cynical now.
I mean, this predates Alien, but it's interesting that the crew in Alien are very also profit motivated, you know, and just want to get on with stuff.
So, let's change this up. Okay, the company they're working for is Wayuni, whatchamacallit?
Weyland-Yutani.
Yeah. And there were some eggs they found. This is what happens if you go for too much crunchy nut cornflakes.
Yeah.
Mutos! That's it, it's Mutos! That's what he's got there.
Muto flakes.
Muto flakes. Oh, you know, nice little drop of milk in the morning. Electronic bleeping. Shh, I can't help it when there's a sliding door. Trying to get out again.
Ask me stop silly questions. Yes, told you. I did tell you. High percentage of impurity.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. You obviously read up about these things. Kerrill. Wrist gone buzzing. The subtitles are doing well so far. I'm going to be honest.
They are. They're not bad.
Look at that.
That's another interesting thing. The robot needs to communicate to other robots through a communicator.
Yeah.
Is that for the human's benefit?
Possibly. Yes, I think so. Remember Grimwade syndrome?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to get to hear the whoosh twang noise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now. Here comes one of the best scenes in this.
Yeah.
If it is this one. Yes, it is this one.
Gasps.
And grunts, apparently. Please do not cry out. It is important that I am not found here.
Obviously.
If I had killed him, would I not have killed you too?
They're quite childlike, aren't they, the way they speak?
D84 more so.
Yes.
He actually almost has, well, he has personality. I'm sorry, he does. I think Turing would be hard-pressed with him. If I'm honest with you. That Turing test, I love the way she sits there. She just swings around in the chair.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I just can only assume his personality is not from the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation.
No. It's a bicycle reflector.
It's a free gift from Kellogg's Cornflakes.
No, it's not. You get one in a box of Mutos every day.
Muto flakes. Yes.
I'm going to make this. I'm going to get Andrew Mark Thompson to do me a box of Muto Flakes cover.
With Severin with no teeth eating them with a spoon.
Ideal for scavenging in the wasteland. Oh, that's a proper slap. And she really retaliates. Retaliates. I love this scene. It sparks. You got two great actors.
They're visceral.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
Dumb. Can't speak.
Good line, Leela.
Yep. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
The money comes first. The people come second.
Oh, good answer again.
Leela's brilliant.
Yeah.
Considering this is her first trip away from her home planet, she is so rational and level-headed.
Yeah, no, totally. Dealing with it in her own way.
Yeah.
Understanding that people are still people no matter where.
Yeah.
Confession. That's good. I think it's Michael E. Bryant or Michael Bryant who directed this. And I've been reading his autobiography. A lot of sailing in it, which I rather approved.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting to hear him discuss the making of these. Got a robot of death somewhere. Ooh, haven't just got a robot of death.
I'm not sure I've got one. I need to fill this gap. Have you got a Super SV7?
I've got SV7.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure... Oh, hang on.
You got D84?
I got D84 as well.
I'm very jealous now. I need to get some.
I'll
That's it.
swap them for a couple of, I don't know, Planet of the Daleks Daleks.
We just missed one of my favourite bits.
Where SVS7 watches the bag of sweets go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just kind of, the tension of the crew is now at its peak.
Yes. I love it. I had to restrain him.
The word.
You marked Cosmo, Crimo for death. Sorry, Cosmo. It'll soon be Crimo time.
Yeah.
A particularly sensitive time of Sinistermus.
I love the way Ivanov talks to him here. Who are you?
Yeah, but Tom, you can see, has respect for this actor.
Yes. I'd be very careful if I were you.
Sure you would.
It's a small world. I love this bit.
It's not a coincidence. It happens
Yeah, sorry,
everywhere I go. I don't do it myself, but it just keeps happening. I'm cursed. I'm cursed.
I think we've got a very classic line coming up here in a minute.
I've tried it at school. I bet others have as well.
A Death Star.
It's fair, you know. It's fair.
Oh.
And now he's going to bring it up.
Yeah.
And start fucking with their heads. There it is. The size of the mouth and the size of the brain.
Cross the line.
Yeah. And you don't do that with Brian Croucher.
No.
If that had been Stephen Grafe, it might have gone a bit differently.
The relations here just seem perfectly natural. They flow, you know. It's not forced.
It is the reactions of a group of people who've been locked away together. They don't like each other, and they're having to put up with each other. And it feels like it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, and this has brought it to a head.
Yeah.
I mean, Ivanov and Zilda just absolutely loathe each other. He loves winding her up.
Yeah. But he doesn't know why she hates him.
Well, yeah.
Even to the point afterwards. Those trousers look familiar. I wonder who they could belong to. Perhaps we
Those
should
look like marigolds.
They do look like marigolds, don't they? What she was doing there, I don't know. Probably been sent there by
This is the only bit of set design that I think is slightly dodgy. These clamp thingies.
Yeah.
You know?
Always a difficult one to do. Very mid to late Tom Baker thing, these sort of things. It's the same in Blake 7.
Yes. But, you know, you can see them moving.
Oh, dear. That's a throwback to an earlier fourth version.
Yeah. I think this is just BS. That explanation is just.
I think it was in the script, and I say it's a throwback to an earlier version of Tom. Look at the way he saved Sarah in Terror of the Zygons with the hypnosis thing and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't seem to be moving very fast now.
No.
V21, check those figures. Hang on a second, I just put them back up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty poor. With the minor half fill, it only covers the operating costs.
Yeah, I think that's just an exaggeration on her part.
You know, it's a case of... This is a... Oh, those trousers look familiar.
They do, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. It does seem a ridiculous way of doing it. You wouldn't send something out, but you had to at least fill up half of it to make it worthwhile sending it out in the first place.
I just think that's just her exaggerating in the circumstances. Oh, she's got a monitor like Spock.
Whirring.
Yeah. Here we go.
Don't forget the one you first thought of, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, the Doctor that never was proper. I'd like to have seen him on telly. I don't think Unbound did him any justice because of the type of Doctor he was playing.
Mm. If there's one world I'd like to revisit in modern Doctor Who, it's this one.
Russell T Davies played with us in Voyage of the Damned with the Angels.
Mm.
They were essentially the robots.
Mm.
I mean,
the other story, the new story, wouldn't even have to be about the robots. It could just be set in the same planet, you know? They could just be scenery.
Interesting idea. And I've got to, I mean, there's a hell of a lot of spin-off media about Robots of Death. And again, linking it into Blake 7 in some places. All due to do with Karnak?
Yeah. The strategist guy.
Yeah, but I can't remember what the exact link. I can't remember what the link between that and Doctor Who is.
I seem to recall he escaped the Federation and got a job here on this planet.
Yeah, but it's not. Actually, it is aerodynamically possible for them to fly.
Yeah.
I can't think of the link. It's going to bug me now. Unlocking.
I love this line.
Thank you. Zilda, what are you up to? You look like a little fairy in the woods.
Hmm.
That's interesting. She's got access to Ivanov's personal room.
She knows his combination.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I wonder. Hmm.
Could she be the killer?
Well, I'm thinking maybe she and the commander have got something else between them.
No.
And that's why she knows how to get into his room.
And into his head.
Mm. I like this scene as well. It's just the Doctor's investigative
just
head.
Working through step by step. But he's already worked it out. He's doing this to prove it step by step to Paul.
He's leading.
And I'm sure those are light lampshades that have been painted black.
Yeah, it could be.
Good. Imagine you're a chub. All right, I'll just lie on the floor. Come on, come on.
I'd call for a robot.
Not the thing you want to say to Paul.
No.
Those shoes weren't supposed to be like that. They just went very wrong.
Yeah. They're just wrappings around the skeleton of the robot. It's fine.
Oopsies.
Gonna get your marigolds dirty now, mate. She finds that awfully quickly.
She does, and oh dear me. Boop 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 beep boop.
Yeah.
I've watched this so many times I know the sound effects.
Yeah.
Zelda over speaker, Zelda over speaker.
So here's one of those famous red herrings.
Yes, yes it is. A bit like Web of Fear in this respect. Anybody could be the infiltrator.
Mm-hmm.
Except we've already worked out who the infiltrator is because of the trousers.
And having seen it 30 times before.
Yes, there is that. It's not Ristcom.
His isn't, no. It's also throwing in slang like that, like a scale 20 blow, you know?
World building. Creepy
Yeah.
mechanical men.
I have to ask this question here.
Uh-huh.
Is that a real tan or is that fake tan?
Well, we know that they were thinking of blacking her up for the role. And there were
Ooh.
photos taken. I always thought the photos just made her look dirty. She was a primitive from the mud. But luckily they didn't do that.
Well, this would have made this whole era unwatchable, wouldn't it?
It would.
As it is, we've got Talons of Weng Chiang is suffering something of a backlash at the moment.
Yes. And you can sort of understand as well. I mean, we've gone through that on The Flashing Blade. You have the context, but it doesn't necessarily make it right.
The subtitles are good. They're not cutting them in any way. They're not cutting the text. And there's a lot of interchange happening very fast, and it's keeping up very well.
He did the shoulder thing.
I love this bit as well, this moment.
Yep. Where's his... Oh, he's still there then. That's all right, I see it. By the prickling of my thumbs.
Yeah. Neither can you. Oh.
Oopsies! That, of course, will carry on with the Doctor saying, nothing could go wrong. And every time it does, he says that.
9 times out of 10.
Yes. Look at the mess in there.
Yeah.
Well, you are the chief mover, Poole.
Mm-hmm.
A slight green hint on SV7's face just adds something to it.
Yeah. So they've got at least 4 Vok costumes, at least 1 Dumb costume, and 1 SV costume.
Oh, well, to be fair, all they needed to do was change nameplates over whenever they wanted to up
Exactly.
the numbers.
Exactly.
And because the sets, apart from possibly this one, are so small, you're not going to get all that many robots
in one place, no.
Yeah. Because it's mostly about the actors with faces.
Yeah. It's like I say, I know the robots are the theme of this story, but in the most cases, they are just background. You know?
Yep.
They're just there.
She's going to blow.
I love Pamela Salem.
Yes, very much so. She was great.
Got to cut Rosita Links.
Dasks? That's a very emotional reaction. Scream.
Oh. Wow.
There we go. There we go. First 2 episodes. And I must say, I rather enjoyed them. Can't help myself, but
It's a story that rattles through really quickly. A lot happens.
yeah.
It's packed. There's not a moment without something going on.
And like I say, it's just everything. Everything just comes together well in this. I'm trying to think of a bungled thing. I can't. All right, you've got the silly noise throw when Lena throws the knife later. But that's a sort of... That's a palliative to people who might think, oh, she's throwing knives. We'll give it a comedy sound effect. No, it's just utterly magnificent. I mean, the detail goes so far as you look at the laser-on probe and the stand it's in. You know, it's not just any old stand. Laser-on have provided the stand. It's branded.
Yes.
It's, you know?
Yep.
It's great stuff. It really is.
No detail is left untouched.
Nope. Hats off to everyone involved in that one, quite frankly. I don't think we've done the Robots of Death on the actual show itself.
That's criminal.
Yeah, I know what's coming up soon. Hang on, what we got? Curse of Fenric next Sunday, which I must try and decide which version to watch, then watch it. What's I going to do after that? I'd come up with something else. Oh, I don't know. It'll come to me. It will.
This gentleman has a say.
And the thing is, you can reenact, refilm the bit where the Void falls through the door. Just, ah! Oh, the Keys of Marinus. I have seen it. Don't know if I'm going to see it again. Sensorites, I will, though. I was very impressed by the Sensorites. So, 2 more episodes.
I haven't found them in the stores yet.
Sensorites?
No.
I'm putting out feelers to try and to see if there's anybody who can get me some Daleks. I just have this vision of ending up with 60 of the bastards.
Nothing wrong with that.
Where would I put them? Where would I afford them?
In an ice volcano.
Well, of course, that was stupid of me. I should have seen that one. Yes, should have thought that one through. Sorry. But yes, if we manage to do this, we will do that animation. God knows how we're going to do that animation.
We go to a car park.
Yeah.
We take some cameras and some low-level tripods, and we just shoot it scene by scene. And we're not even telling people what we're talking about, are we?
We're not. I would suggest possibly a bit of green screen for some of the background shots, which have
such as
I think they have monuments in the background. There's like a thing.
Okay. We'd need a platform so that we could look up.
Yeah. From the middle and go around. And also, I would suggest, well, you can computer draw. We can film one of us going around your lawn. And we can computer draw it in. Or we can adjust it for this to just have a time lapse of a hand drawing it. And trying to get it to the right size so they fit.
Or I could just steal a line making machine and we do it for real.
You see, that's the fun option. Slight problem. I can't do running away.
You got a car.
Yeah, I have to try and get to the car. You know how bad things are now. I have a Mark 1 travel machine and no more. And a clam. I've got a clam. Right, are we going? That's an
Yes.
hour. That's not
Yes.
bad. I enjoyed that.
Kevin
So
says goodbye.
bye-bye, Kevin. What are we doing? Yes, Sunday night, 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's The Flash and Blade. We're looking at The Curse of Fenric, the new Peter Davison box set, Doomwatch, The Web of Fear, that's what it's called, and also the Blake 7 episode, Rooms of Death. I got there.
Rumors of Robots of Death.
Yes. I'm going to try and get Alistair on for this one because he knows stuff about stuff. But we'll have to wait and see. And then next Friday we'll be looking at the last 2 parts of Robots of Death. So time to say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.